engine 2, engine 3, engine 1, ladder 2, ladder 1. Report of a fire in the basement of 8 May Street between Jennings Road and Old Stratfield Road, map 1-3. Homeowner called, stated that there was a fire and then hung up. Somebody else called, neighbor, stating that they could see the fire as well and that the father went back in for the animals.
It seems that in the last year we've been responding to very many calls that involve pets. So a lot of people have been asking us, what do we do? How do we more safely secure our pets in our homes when in our absence? So in answer to that, first start by securing your home from your pet. You know, you don't want to leave open flames, candles. Pets are curious. They go to scents. Pizza boxes on stoves, that's a famous one. That happens quite a bit, where an animal, especially a dog, will try to jump up onto a stove, get at the pizza, and in the process hit the knobs of the stove, ignite the pizza box, maybe even themselves, and then it just spirals from there.
Were you the one that treated her?
Yeah, my partner.
What we have here, these are our masks, our pet masks, whenever we have to perform rescue breathing on an animal. They come in an assortment of sizes, whether you have a large dog, a medium dog, smaller dog, or even a cat. So we just hook the oxygen up to these masks and place them over their muzzles, just like so. And that provides them with the oxygen they need while we try to resuscitate. Another important thing to cover would be escape routes. You know, you always want to have a leash, a collar handy, preferably towards your door of egress, whether it be a front door or a back door, or both. So if you have to get out in a pinch, the collar and the leash is right there, so you're not just letting your animal out free. It might take off. It also helps firefighters if we're going to perform a pet rescue. If we have a leash and collar and the dog is still up and moving, it's just a lot easier for us. So have an evacuation plan prior to the emergency. It always helps.
But the woman, instead of looking for her cat, did the right thing. She left the house, she came outside, she dialed 911 from her cell phone, and when we got here, she told us where she thought her cat was, because the cat was the most important thing in her mind at the time. If she'd went back in and looked for that cat herself, there's a real high probability she would have been overcome by smoke, and we'd be looking for not only the cat, but for the owner of the property.
Chief Gamola couldn't have been more correct in stating that it's the most important thing is to get out of your home if there is a fire. Do not try to perform. If your animal is right there, absolutely grab your pet. I'm not saying to run out and leave them behind, but if your pet is on a different floor, get out of the house, because a lot of the times people fall victim trying to secure their own pets. That's our job. Another thing that you can do to prevent your pets being harmed in a fire is to have pet alert stickers, much like the tot finders of yesteryear. You still see them on houses, but the problem with the tot finders is people would leave them on long after their kids were grown and gone. But if you get the pet finder stickers, you put them on your front window, a front door, what kind of pets you have, where they're located. All right, so when we get there, we can see that. How many pets you have, you know, so then we can go locate the pets and get them out safely. So it cuts down on time, which is very precious in a fire. If you have any questions regarding pet safety or any fire-related questions, you could contact the Fairfield Fire Training Center at area code 203-254-4710, or you could call the Fire Marshal's office at area code 203-254-4720.
Well, when they brought the cat out of the house, it wasn't really moving all that well. The firemen brought out an animal mask for dogs and cats, and we hooked it up to oxygen. After a few minutes of oxygen and stimulating the cat's belly and his feet, the cat did respond to the oxygen.